Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back again with another really interesting video which is part of our Rust Basics series. And in this video guys, we are going to discuss about functions. So without wasting any time further, let's get started. So first thing first guys, what is a function? The function is a reusable block of code guys that we can use multiple times to perform a specific task. Now you can see here that this is our main function, right? So this main function is actually the function which gets executed when we first run the program, right? So this is not actually an example of a reusable block of code, but we can create our own customized function guys, which we can call multiple times inside my main function or anywhere else just to do a specific task. So let's say if I want to print hello world, right? So let me create a function. So to create a function, you have to use fn keyword and then the name of the function, right? So the name of the function is hello, and let's say this is doing println, println, and then hello world, right? Now all I want to do is I want to actually call this function. So to call this function, you just write the name of the function and you create these brackets, and there you go. That's your function call. If I run this code, you will see that hello world is getting printed, and there it is. Now you can do that. You can just copy this function and you can like paste it multiple times, or you can call it in a loop if you want to print hello world like multiple times. Okay, and here you can see that this function is getting executed multiple times. So this demonstrates that how you can use a reusable block of code to do a particular task. Okay, and so you can use this reusable block of code and you can call it at various places any number of times to do that action. Okay, so that is basically the meaning of why we use functions. So now we have seen this function, right? Let's do something different. Let's say I want to create a function called as sum, and this function is actually adding two numbers. So let's say there is a number called as a, which is a integer number, and let's say the value is 10, and let's say there is a number called as b, which is also an integer number, and the value is, let's say, 20. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to actually add this number. So let's say there is a variable called as result, and this is a plus b, and then I want to println this result. So println sum of a and b is equals to, and then comma result. Now if I want to call this function, all I have to do is write the name of the function and then the brackets, and you can see that it basically adds 10 and 20 and it gives me the result 30 and it prints it, right? So this is actually a function which is similar to the function which I created before, just that it's not only printing something, it is actually adding two numbers. But do I only want to add two numbers in a function? This kind of actually bounds it in a way that, let's say if I want to pass the value of variables a and b through my main function, I can't do that. Okay, because these a and b variables are actually defined inside this function. So what I want to do is I want to pass these values externally from my main function, and then I want to print the result also in my main function. So how I can do that? Let's see. So if you want to pass these variables guys, all you have to do is take these variables and then you pass them as argument inside your function. So I want two variables, right? A and b. So I have to write a, declare a as an argument and its data type, which is integer, declare b as an argument and its data type, which is integer, and then what I am returning? I'm returning a result, right? And my result is also going to be an integer. So you do an arrow and then you do the data type of the item that you want to return. Now all I have to do is remove this line of code and just write return a plus b, right? And this println statement, which is in some function, I'm just going to copy paste it inside my main function. So sum of a and b is, and I will call the sum function inside my main function, and I will pass 10 and 20. So you should actually see that in my main function, this sum function gets called, 10 and 20 are passed here. This returns the sum of 10 and 20, which becomes the result here, and it gets inside this bracket, and it finally prints the result. So let's see if this actually works for us. Okay, let me add is sum of a and b from main, because I didn't change the string and I'm not sure if it actually works. So let's see. So there you can see, guys, it actually works because it says sum of a and b from main is 30, that is 10 plus 20. So this is how, guys, you can actually create a function with arguments. You can pass external arguments inside it, and then you can return something from it. And this is a much useful way because in this way you can actually keep your functions generic. So here you can see that my function is actually a generic function in which I can pass any variable into it, and then any number into it, and then you can print the result. Okay. So that is how you can declare the function, you can add arguments in it, you can return something from it. Now also one extra thing to learn about the naming convention of function, guys. So here you can see that I am only naming the function with a lowercase. So that is how you have to do it, guys. You always name the function as lowercase, and if you want to add multiple words to a function, so let's say sum two numbers. So this is how you name a function with multiple words in it. You separate them by underscore, and then you basically call them. So now if you run it, you can still see that the same answer is displayed and there is no error because I have named the function correctly. Okay. If you change this, let's say if I change the naming convention to something like this, you will see, let's see if we get an error or if we get a warning. Let's see. And there you go, guys, you can see that we actually get the result, but because the naming convention is not as per Rust rules, we are getting a warning. So this is the correct way of naming the function. You just keep all the letters as lowercase and separate them with an underscore whenever you want to add multiple words to the name. Okay. So that is all about Rust function, guys. It was a very simple topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you learned something from it. If you did like it, guys, then please do not forget to like this video and share this video with your friends. If you have any feedback, any questions, any comments for me, please do write down in the comment section below. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications of more such programming and coding related videos. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care and bye bye.